Welcome back to the Back 40 Firewood channel, and happy Father's Day to all the Woodhound dads out there. This video will come out on Father's Day, so happy Father's Day again to all the Woodhound dads out there, and especially happy Father's Day to my dad, as many of you know him by Hound Senior. Being that it is Father's Day, I thought I would just do a little video to look back and, pay a little tribute to my dad and kind of tell you guys the story of how he basically influenced me getting into firewood, but also how the whole YouTube thing kind of had its origins way back when, with my dad making videos for some of our relatives. And I'll tell you more about that later on. But yeah, so today I just wanted to do a video, like I said, looking back. Sometimes, it's a good thing, I think, for all of us to just take a moment, take a minute, and reflect on where we've been and how we've gotten to where we are today. And that's kind of what I like to do sometimes when I come out here in the morning. I like to just kind of walk around the woodyard, look at, the current state of the woodyard, and just kind of use that both as motivation and inspiration going forward. All of this stems from the fact that growing up down on the farm, like, my dad made firewood and I would make firewood with him. And that's kind of where I guess the whole firewood thing came into play, because we would always be going out, making firewood, making sure we had enough wood just for heating the house. We never sold any firewood. That was kind of, never even a thought that crossed, I don't think my dad's mind ever. But yeah, we never had the thought of selling firewood. It was always just making sure there was enough wood in the woodshed to get us through the upcoming winter. Oh, and so time out 1 second. I guess being that this is a Father's Day video, it's only fitting that we'd have a visitor come to the woodyard. A potential future father. Little buck in the woodyard. But anyway, yeah, so like I said, there's it's always I guess fun for me to look back and think of those days. And I know many of you have, commented and left me messages about how I should, cherish these moments and these memories, because, a lot of you have lost your dads along the way. And, and that's the one thing that I think is really unique about something like firewood. It's something that you can, you can share the experience with your family and your friends and your loved ones. And it's something that, it's a bond that brings you together in a way that's kind of undescribable. Like, it's hard to put into words, especially for me, because I'm not very good at ever putting much of anything into words. Not only did I ever envision my woodyard turning out the way it is now, but I never really envisioned this YouTube channel becoming what it is. And it's almost, it's more than, I think, a community. Like, it is a extended family. It's interesting because when I first started making videos, my dad wasn't really sure. Wasn't really, like, well, all right, whatever, make a few videos, see how it goes. But then as time went on, he kind of started becoming more involved. And I remember sometimes in the early days, I would be needing to, like, move a camera around, and I could tell there was a little hint of impatience, because, you're out working in the woods, you want to get stuff done. You're not, you don't want to be sitting around waiting, to move a camera or to set up a shot or something like that. But then as time went on, and as he began to interact and get to know more of you out there, my dad really, I think he really started enjoying the camaraderie, the sharing his experience, sharing his story with you guys, and just hearing back from you guys. And like I said, you guys have become like part of our extended family. Like, I'll go down to the farm and, if we're taking a break, if we're working on something, we take a little break, we'll start talking about, a comment that one of you may have left, or something that one of you may have done in one of your videos. And it's just like, it's become like I said, just part of, you know, our family time and our experience that we're sharing together. So I want to thank all of you for that, because that is, you know, one of the big things that I guess setting out in this venture of YouTube, I always wanted to like get to meet more people, get to bring people together. But I never anticipated that it would also involve like my dad. So it's pretty cool, pretty special. Again, I thank you all for that. So now on to the story of how my dad kind of influenced me with the whole YouTube thing. Not even, I think, being aware of it. And I don't think I was aware of it at the time either, because this was a long time ago. But back in like the 80s, my parents would always go and travel every summer up to Alaska to visit some relatives up there, my cousin. And in between those visits all year long, my dad would videotape things going on around the farm. And he would, you know, if he had enough footage to put like on it, fill up like a 4-hour VHS tape, he would like send that up to my cousin in Alaska and friends in Alaska. And then as he got closer to taking their annual summer trip to Alaska, he would compile and put clips and videos and stuff together on tapes, and then he'd take those tapes with him up to Alaska to share with friends and family up there. And so there was always one clip that stood out in my mind that he made, making firewood, splitting firewood by hand with an axe. He lined up a whole line of rounds, and he went down the line and split them all in a row. And I'm going to show you guys that clip right now. This turns up. Little old Wisconsin red. There. Enough wood for a few days anyway. Not really. When it's 20 below zero, the old house takes quite a bit. We've got a pretty good start here now. So there you go. You can see that Hound Senior kind of had a knack for being on camera way back in the day. I guess that's why he is the original back 40 Woodhound. But again, I just wanted to make this little video, a quick little video for my dad, showing, you know, along the way, this past year and a half, 2 years, being able to incorporate him into some of the videos and seeing how he's enjoyed it more and more. And it's all, I think, partially because of, like I said, the interaction and the community, the family of Woodhounds that we are building here on the channel. So I'm really looking forward to moving forward, what's in store. You know, we're doing some pretty cool things now. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Firewood Frenzies coming up, planting trees for Friday Night Live, live stream. So there's, like I said, there's just many more things I'm working on and working towards. And having you guys being a part of this is making it all possible. So thank you once again, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there who maybe have little woodhounds, and or otherwise, if you've, you know, if your dad is passed on to the great big Woodyard up in the sky, you know, happy Father's Day to you, to them, to everyone that's ever been a part of your firewood family and your firewood experience. So I'm gonna wrap this video up by showing you guys just a little montage of clips I've thrown together with me and my dad. So I just want to again say thanks to everyone, and happy Father's Day to everyone, and especially happy Father's Day to you, Dad, and thank you very much for all you've done being in the videos, inspiring me to be in firewood, and I think inspiring me in a way to actually be in front of the camera, because way back when, I do remember the days of you having the big VHS camcorder up on your shoulder, and putting things together on video to share with other people. I think that's kind of something that whether I knew it at the time or not, it kind of planted a seed in my mind. So thank you for that, and now enjoy the rest of this video. Stay safe, have fun, and be cool.
Well, first off, top of the morning to all our woodhounds around the world again. Well, top of the morning to you there, woodhounds across the world. Top of the morning to you again there, woodhounds across the world. Yeah, top of the morning to you, woodhounds across the world.